to Startup GH. My name is Kekeli, and today I'm live with Mufti Farms. Today I want to learn some few things from Mufti. I feel
Is
like
it clear now?
your fan.
Is it clear now?
Can you? Okay,
Oh, the season was great. We thank our lovely customers for always patronizing from us. Yes, thank God for a successful season.
okay. So you restock already? You go buy new one?
No, no, we haven't restocked yet.
Why?
I'm patiently waiting.
Well, the market no good. Shall they give us this before I go buy wrong timing?
Oh, right now, you see, everyone has cashed out, so they all want to restock. So the market is, well, it is caused by a virus or a bacteria or a protozoa. So they are grouped according to this. But if
Okay,
you want me to mention some of the most common diseases which are faced by farmers, we have anthrax. We have mainly Ghana here. Anthrax is not that much, but mostly up north there, it's mostly experienced. But down south here, what we normally suffer from is the respiratory diseases, the foot rots, the lumpy skin diseases, the malnutrition, and other stuff. So yeah.
okay. So hold on. Um, let's take the most common one. What are some of the symptoms that you face with this?
For
Ah,
example, the most common one I would say is the respiratory disease. That you check the foot. When you check it, you see that there are wounds around the hoofs.
okay,
Yeah. Then the mouth also, there are blisters on the mouth, and it's always full of mucal membranes, full of mucus.
okay. Um, Stubborn one, and you can easily lose your animal.
Well, I'll say anthrax is one because sometimes it doesn't show you signs unless you use two or three animals before you can say, oh, this is anthrax. So I have to vaccinate the other animal. So yeah, I'll say anthrax. Then I can say pneumonia. Yes. Sometimes the animal will be healthy. You see the animal very fit, very well, but meanwhile the animal is very, very, very sick. Its liver and everything, the respiratory system is very, very collapsed. So with that, you can also lose your animal.
Uh, is there a way to control anthrax? Is it early detection or something? Like what has worked for you?
I would say it's not easy, but it's it's a process. It's a process, and the process is not just you go and buy the animals, treat them, and leave them and feed them. No, you have to give them regular checkups. Sometimes you see people are always at the farm, not because they don't have anything doing, but you have to monitor how the animals are. So
Okay.
when you monitor them, you know how they go about their routine. So
Uh,
oh,
let me. I'm off it. Concerning the common diseases, like you mentioned about four. You mentioned about the
yeah,
foot. No, you said foot and mouth disease. Then
yeah.
anthrax. And which one again?
We also have the pink eye. We have let me say internal.
They do because I see them on. Do they affect them? The
Yes, the ticks affect them. For instance, when you are healthy and
Okay.
I cut you, you don't the blood you lose, you don't feel it that much.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel it that much. Yeah. But when you are unhealthy and I cut you, you see sometimes it even takes longer for the wound to heal. So yes,
Yeah.
that takes they harm the system. Sometimes they come with their own disease. Sometimes a tick will feed from a sick cattle and transfer onto a healthy cattle. So it gives the what's the name? The healthy cattle that disease it fed from the
Mm.
unhealthy cattle. Come again.
I said among these diseases you have mentioned, which one do you find yourself?
Oh, it's a disease in cattle where the eye
Mm.
becomes
They go fit make it go blind.
yes, if not treated, it can. And the medication says 50 pounds is to 5 ml. So you see, you end up using 20 ml for
Oh, okay.
3 days, which is 60 ml for one animal. So treatment is expensive.
Mm. Okay. Let's talk about how you prevent this. How can you prevent it? Let's take them one and see the prevention.
Yeah, prevention is the number one thing each and everyone should do because prevention is better than curing. So the first thing is good sanitation and good hygiene. You should make sure that your animals are in a well ventilated place. The place is free from external approaches. So you should make sure you give them good drinking water. Someone will just go and give them any water because he doesn't get their animals. No. When they take in good water, it prevents some disease. Sometimes, mosquitoes and other animals can breed in different kinds of water. So
Yeah.
when you go and give them any kind of water, then they can even take in those waters and get lung worms, stomach worms, and all those stuff. So yeah, give them good drinking water. So I think quarantining of new animals. When you go and get new animals, you should in a different season. Sometimes the animals are disease free, and also it will depend on where the animals are coming from. Maybe the animals are coming from Togo or Mali or Cote d'Ivoire. You should know that, oh, maybe at this time of the season, Nigeria animals coming from Nigeria this and this disease. Animals coming from Benin. So you should consider all those facts. Yeah. So these are some of the
o-
preventive methods.
Okay. So a quick. Uh, so animals from Benin, what disease would they be having by now?
By now, the weather, so mostly they're having respiratory diseases. TB vaccination, they need the bovine respiratory disease vaccination, they need the lumpy skin vaccination. It will all depend on the season before you don't just go and give them any vaccination. Currently, when you have cattle, you have to give them the bovine from getting these sicknesses.
Okay. Aside that, which other vaccination again?
Aside that, I think regular what's the name? Giving of antibiotics. For example, antibiotics shouldn't be immune to it.
Okay.
So when you give, let's say this time you've given Belgium, the next time you should try and use Netherlands, the next time you should try and use Holland, so that the body can help fight diseases faster. and they won't get immune to the antibiotics you are using.
Why the antibiotic is called Holland, or I'm not a fan of giving medications when the animal is not sick. So,
Yeah.
is it, or you still believe the animal is sick before you give them?
No, you don't have to wait for the animal to be sick before administer medications. So that's why it's good to always prevent. Like I said, 3 months when your animals are healthy, what should you
In the disease prevention, are there anything I need to include?
your line is breaking.
I'm saying that are there anything that I need to include in the disease prevention again?
No. One thing I would say is genetic selection. Some animals are more genetically built to resist some diseases
Yeah.
more than some animals. Yeah, so when going in for animals, you take in animals which are good in resisting diseases. So that one is also a plus for you.
Mm, okay. Hmm. Then my next question would be, how do I maintain a good biosecurity?
And maintain a good biosecurity by one, collaborating with vets. When you collaborate with vets, you are able to what maintain a good biosecurity. Also, ensuring good husbandry practices at the farm very well. Someone will say medicine is very expensive, so instead of giving 20 ml, let me give 10 ml. No, you should make sure that you look at the weight of the animal compared to the dosage, then you inject. Also, you should make sure that whilst it's in isolation, you give it more of pasture feeds, the wheat brown. That one, it helps them.
Do they have an office, or every region they have?
South vets are not that accessible. So yes, you look at his track record, because let me see, in Accra here, every farmer knows the fellow farmer. So for a vet to say come and maybe perform some surgery, yes, you can do that. But let me see, even as human, all the symptoms for malaria, but we end up or something. But it can also be an outbreak. So you try your best, and when the worst happens, for help.
Okay. Let's talk about the parasites. How do you manage them?
Yeah. Well, you can manage them by using pour on. It's a
What
medication. You dip it from there. Pour on.
pour on?
You dip it from, yeah, of the animal. The medicine will melt down into the ectoparasite which are on it. You can also go in for regular spraying and fumigation.
Okay.
That will also deal with all.
Uh, when consulting a vet.
You can save money. You just provide the animals with multivitamins in their. We have one which you can add into their drinking water, so you don't need to inject them. You just pour the medicine into the drinking water, and the animals will drink and there will be nutrition. So that one you can save money from calling the vets. You can also buy the salt lick.
Okay.
It contains number of nutrients: magnesium, iron, calcium, protein, all those stuff. So the salt lick can also what buying animals on your own, like anti-inflammatory medicines, like the parasitic medicines which you use and the antibiotics which you use. But when it comes to specific vaccines, that one, unless you contact a vet before you can get it.
Mm, okay. Um, so after treatment, what records do you keep on these animals to um, like keep a track record of their health?
Yes, after medication, some of the you have to check the withdrawal periods of the medication. Some animals, when you some medications when you inject them, the withdrawal period is 3 to 5 days. Some is up to 28 to 31 days, depending on the type of medication. So the track
When you,
record we keep
when
is
you
we
say
do.
when you say withdrawal period, what is that?
It means the number of days the medicine will take to leave the body of the animal.
Okay,
So when you inject an animal today, you can't slaughter it today because still there is medication in its system.
okay,
Yes. So we make sure that while we are doing medication, we make sure that we take note of each and every animal which was injected, so
okay,
that we know that okay, we want to sell the animals in 30 days time. When was the last time they were medicated? So we go back and check. Okay, we medicated them maybe third March or third May. Okay, by this time, which medicine did we use? Oh, we use antibiotics. We usually use the 15 days withdrawal period or the 28 days withdrawal period. So we go and check all those stuff before we bring out the animals out for sale. So yes, we have to make sure you have records of the medication.
okay. Mostly,
Yeah.
uh, when it comes to this medication and the current situation right now, how much do you spend on one animal typically?
Come again.
I said, considering the economic situation right now, um, how much do you
Okay.
spend on animal, like in terms of medical?
I would say it will depend. It will depend on what I'm treating. If I'm treating, let me see, a respiratory disease, which is very very severe, I can spend about, let's say, 1,000 Ghana on one animal for a month.
Wait, your line break. I
It
didn't
will
get that. You
depend.
said, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You said medication can cost 20,000. If you're having how many animals?
25.
I have network issues. Give me some time to reconnect. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. Mostly your final word on disease control. What what would you tell? What
Animal to get. And also, when you are inside the business, don't look at how people price their animal. 10,000 now and still sell at 20,000. Let's be patient in the farming business.
mostly mostly
Well, a calf can range you between 2,000 to 3,000 Ghana cedis currently.